Hello everyone, myself Venkat Mohit. Today I am here with my friend Sachin. We are going to do a presentation about food allergies. So here are the contents of the presentation. We are going to give a brief introduction of food allergies. Then we are going to speak about the difference between food allergies and food intolerance, followed by causes of food allergies and symptoms. Then we are going to speak about the reason for increase of food allergies, and we are going to end the presentation with diagnosis and treatment. The introduction of food allergies. Food allergy is an immune system reaction that occurs soon after eating a certain food. Food allergies are extremely common. In fact, they affect around 6% of adults and 8% of children, and these percentages are rising. While there's no cure, some children outgrow their food allergies as they get older. It's easy to confuse a food allergy with a much more common reaction known as food intolerance. While bothersome, food intolerance is a less serious condition that does not involve the immune system. In the previous slide, we said that food allergies and food intolerance is often confused. So here is the difference between food allergies and food intolerance. Food allergy is an unpleasant or dangerous immune system reaction to a certain food is eaten, whereas food intolerance is digestive problems that occur after a certain food is eaten. Food allergy is a reaction by our immune system. Food intolerance does not involve our immune system. Food allergy triggers symptoms instantly, whereas food intolerance causes symptoms that happen gradually, often a few hours after eating the problem food. Food allergy can be life-threatening, whereas food intolerance is not life-threatening. So here are the causes of food allergies. Milk, nuts, eggs, and wheat are some of the common food that triggers food allergy in human beings. A food allergy is caused by our immune system handling harmless proteins in certain foods as a threat. It releases a number of chemicals which trigger an allergic reaction. The most common type of food allergy, an antibody known as immunoglobulin E, IgE, mistakenly targets a certain protein found in food as a threat. IgE can cause several chemicals to be released, the most important being histamine. Histamine causes most of the typical symptoms that occur during an allergic reaction. From here, my friend Sachin will give the presentation. Over to you, Sachin.
Hello, I'm Sachin. Now I'll be going through with the symptoms. Symptoms can be swelling of the tongue, mouth, or face. There might be difficulty in breathing, low blood pressure, vomiting, diarrhea, hives, itchy rashes. In severe cases, food allergy can cause anaphylaxis. Allergies increasing, and why? Are food allergies increasing? Yeah. Food allergies are on rise. Looking at the data from multiple peer-reviewed sources, Naidu says that the rate of food allergies worldwide has increased from around 3% of the population in 1960 to around 7% in 2018. Experts agree that food allergies are on the rise. The question is, what explains it? Delayed introduction to food allergens. One theory is that parents are avoiding introducing their children to potentially allergenic foods, meaning that the children react abnormally to the allergens once they do encounter them. This was the basis of a study called the Learning Early About Peanut Allergy (LEAP) study. Mm, The study showed that among children who avoided eating peanuts, 17% developed a peanut allergy by the time they were age 5, mm, whereas 3% who had peanut introduced into their diet from the year they were born developed the allergy by age 5. The hygiene hypothesis. Another theory referred to as the hygiene hypothesis posits that a lack of exposure to microorganisms during early childhood affects the gut microbiome. Uh, the total population of microbes living within and on the human body and causes the immune system to identify food proteins as infectious agents mistakenly. Parasitic infections, in particular, are usually combated by the same immune mechanisms that are used to tackle allergy. vitamin D hypothesis. The third theory, which is also linked to modern urban living, is related to the fact that there is a geographical element to the increased prevalence of food allergy. Researchers have started to notice that the food allergy prevalence seems to coincide with the availability of sunlight. Diagnosis and treatment. Diagnosis. There is no perfect test used to confirm or rule out the food allergy. Your doctor will consider a number of factors before making a diagnosis. Excuse me. These factors include symptoms, family history of allergies, physical examination, blood tests, etc. Treatment. The only way to avoid an allergic reaction is to avoid the foods that cause signs and symptoms. Despite your best efforts, if you come in contact with a food that causes a reaction, these are the treatments. For a minor allergic reaction, prescribed antihistamines or those available without a prescriptions may help reduce symptoms. For severe allergic reaction, you may need an emergency injection of ep- um, epinephrine and a trip to the emergency room. Many people with allergies carry an epinephrine auto-injector, adrenaclick EpiPen. Next slide would show the picture of an EpiPen. Yeah, this is an EpiPen. Uh, yeah, that was it. Thank you.